Hi, kids. Uh-oh, something on the screen. Okay, it's gone. That's the thing with iPad. You get little specks of dust on the screen. I wanted to give a shout out, and I was thinking about this. If anybody, wherever you're at, staying in a gymnasium, Red Cross Relief Center, wherever, somewhere along the East Coast, where they've got some really terrible storms. I mean, bad to the extent we're knocked out Pinterest and all these other things. But at any rate, that being said, um, um, I even got an apology from a company I'm associated with. I don't work for them or anything. I just know about them. Whatever. They sent me an email to say, "Gee, sorry, we've been, kind of crapped out for a day or so. We'll be back up and running as soon as possible." That was gratifying. Not really. It didn't bother me a whole lot. That being said, have you ever seen dogs, like, when they make their little semicircle to lie down on the bed? My dog is a freak about that. Sometimes she'll just pile up. She is trying to pile dirt or crunch down weeds like she's in the wild, and she's moving a blanket around in such a way that it becomes a suitable pile, and then she lies down in it. She's kind of a freak. But anyway, oh yeah, and Guinness Book of World Records has confirmed it, folks. What have they confirmed, you ask? I'm fixing to tell you if you wait. I'm just kidding you. I'm not cool about it. Any rate, it's over 20, just a hair over 20 feet, not quite 21 feet. The largest in captivity crocodile ever captured, and it's 20 foot long. It's in the Philippines, and it's brought them a certain amount of notoriety because people want to see this really ass-kicking big crocodile. However, they suspect this thing, it's the biggest ever captured, has eaten a few people, children, and various farm animals and whatnot. And this is the Philippines, and they're not a wealthy people, and nary can they afford to have their children and livestock eaten. Nor can they afford it here. So, the weather's been really sweltering in Washington D.C. and all these places where they have power out. Unfortunately, they have no air conditioning because the power's out and it's really hot. So we're going to be praying on that. Hopefully, you nice people out there, I'm asking you to pray about it or ask God to intercede or whatever. And if you don't believe in God, well, then think happy thoughts for him at least. I don't know. Collective karma, however you want to say it. But at any rate, and somebody, I believe in Ohio, no, I take that back, in Montana, has stolen I don't know, a 16-foot fiberglass dinosaur from a hill overlooking the highway, just adjacent to a gas station. That's their dinosaur for advertising their fuel or whatever. And now they're offering a $250 gas card for information leading to the recovery of their fiberglass dinosaur, which was quite popular, even featured in some of their homecoming parades. I guess, that gets you in if you have a 16-foot fiberglass dinosaur. So guys, you want to be in there with the chicks, get yourself a 16-foot dinosaur. Just kidding. Bizarre thought. Hey baby, want to see my dinosaur? Yeah, and they also took down in a mall a sign that in front of a area they were constructing in the mall that said, ladies, sorry, something to the effect, ladies, sorry about the construction workers whistling, you just look good, And at any rate, some woman, a professor or somebody, filed a complaint about it, and they quickly rectified the problem because they said objectified women and so on and so forth, and made fun of sexual harassment of women and such. And to an extent, I agree. It wasn't worth anything to make World War III about, but the woman was correct. So, got to give her kudos on that for at least pointing it out. And I'm the kind of person, I mean, I will say something, given the proper situation. There is still in the town I live in, which I'm never going to mention because I could get lynched around here. I'm serious. No playing around. The point I'm trying to make is this, is that the county seat for the county I live in down here in North Florida, that's the closest you get. There's a huge statue dedicated to the memory and values and things that the Confederacy fought for. And down where I originally moved up from, where I lived for a while, I'm originally a Yankee, but where I moved up from in St. Petersburg, that statue would get hitched to a truck and torn down. I mean, that was really some of the last race riots in this country were in St. Petersburg, Florida, and that really wouldn't be tolerated. But here, where things are fairly complacent, blacks and whites walk by it every day because it's right in front of the courthouse. And it really is, kind of like saying, hey, too bad we lost. We're still Confederates, though. And this was a town, the county seat on the other side of the county, which was where one of the last Ku Klux Klan rallies that was public in the United States was held. And it's quite a sight to pictures. It really looks like Birth of a Nation for those of you that are familiar with old films. It was pretty heavy duty. But at any rate, what was I going to say next? I'm not really sure. But it was just think, really pray hard for the people that are really suffering on the East Coast, and definitely pray hard for Colorado and the surrounding areas where there's some really serious forest fires, as well as Montana and in Utah. I mean, pray about the fires, folks. This is really serious business. I mean, not only does it really screw up our forests, screw up our air, global warming, geez, I can't count the number of ways that it's really some bad shit, folks. So pray about it, seriously. And the people that are on the East Coast and suffering through a really bad heat wave without air conditioning, man, it's got to suck. Not to mention the people that without electricity that are dependent on oxygen and things. So these are things to think about in your thoughts and prayers. Other than that, a gigantic alligator, the stolen dinosaur thing, there's really not much vastly important going on at the moment. At the moment. But there really is. But these are just weird things you may or may not know about. Like, oh yeah, I almost forgot to say, on My Three Sons, if you're around my age group in that, baby boomer crap. If you remember My Three Sons, Robbie Douglas, the oldest, and Robbie Douglas died, and Chip Douglas, the guy that played Chip Douglas, said that it was sad, but he would have wanted to have been known for his music more than being Robbie Douglas, who was a heartthrob back in the day to all the women. And this is an interesting thing I found out. I never knew this, but he really did a lot music-wise. He actually wrote the theme for the Merv Griffin show. Or no, Phil Donahue, I believe. And so, he did some stuff with his music, and he died, I think he was around 68, somewhere there. But at any rate, so R.I.P. Robbie Douglas. Other than that, I'll fill you in on more new and exciting things that may or may not be exciting, but, I don't know, you can just fast forward my ass or something, who knows, but hey, I'll be back at you pretty soon. But I'm still loving you, still trying to keep you posted on shit that you're probably not thinking about, and things that you just may not be aware of. So, you can just tweak your mind. And going out and hooking up one ear to one side of the car battery, clicking on the other ear. Who knows? Maybe it's not like that at all. Well, you can pretend. Hey, I'll talk to you soon. Loving you lots. Praying for you still. This is John in Florida saying, what in the hell am I doing here anyway? What are you doing here? It's past your bedtime. Go to bed, damn it. It's work tomorrow. It's a school day. I don't know. What can I say? I have nothing wise to say to you except go in peace, my child. And don't forget to say your prayers tonight. It's really important. And just a thought. A lot of times when you say more prayers for other people than for yourself, you really find the world change. Just something like that. See ya.